You've probably seen on social media sites such as Instagram and Tumblr posts that concern the issue of sexual and gender inequality in some form or another. But how many of you are aware of the effects social media has on this issue? Sexual and gender inequality can be defined as the unfair treatment of a person or people based on their gender or sexual orientation. Social media is defined as different forms of communication through which users create communities to share information, ideas, personal messages, and other content. Social media can be seen as a positive influence on the issue, spreading awareness of the problem or decreasing public ignorance. The Huffington Post quotes a study done by British Journal of Social Psychology in which discussing these issues in social medias provided a sense of catharsis and collective action, offering support to many people.
In a recent study done by the British Journal of Social Psychology, the benefits of using social media to help combat sexism was reported. This study showed that creating conversations about sexism online could improve women's well-being by creating a sense of community and collective action. Although these online discussions don't necessarily have the same magnitude as protests and marches, its ability to reach millions across the globe is where its true power lies. One of the most prominent uses of social media in the gender equality movement is by the organization He for She. A campaign started by the United Nations, He for She fights to bring awareness to gender inequality issues globally regarding both men and women. With close to 1 million followers across social media sites, such as Twitter and Facebook, He for She has spread their message and garnered over 1 billion commitments, and a live count displayed on their website. The United States women's national soccer team also took to social media to fight for equal pay compared to the men's team. By starting the hashtag Equal Play, Equal Pay, the women's team has started a national discussion that applies not only to them, but working women around the country.
Achieving equality among all genders and sexual orientations is an impressive goal shared by many organizations and campaigns, with UNFE serving as a great example. UNFE is the United Nations Free and Equal Campaign, run by the UN Human Rights Office. The purpose of UNFE is to raise awareness of homophobic and transphobic violence and discrimination, and to promote greater respect for the rights of LGBTQ people around the world. They utilize technology to spread their message of tolerance and acceptance with programs such as the Free and Equal Global Film Series, which is a collection of documentaries and narrative films that shed light on the lives and struggles of LGBTQ people in different parts of the world. Any UN office can hold screenings of the films and videos, including documentaries such as Call Me Kuchu, which talks about the LGBTQ community in Uganda, and The Welcome, a Bollywood music video about a man bringing his boyfriend to meet the rest of his family. These videos are even more powerful when they are shared on social media platforms to be seen by millions. The Welcome has over 2 million views on YouTube as of November 2016.
Although social media has had its positive effects on the development of gender inequality as well as sexual inequality, social media has its disadvantages. Using social media brings more people together, yes, but it also brings people who oppose this movement together and make it easier for them to attack those anonymously. Social media is not controlled, and millions of people can access this. Women usually are the ones who are attacked through social media with sexist comments about their lack of power and authority in society. Also, those deemed feminists receive backlash because of those extremists that people tend to label as the face of the movement. In Russia, it is very difficult for this movement to progress because of recent legislation that banned the promotion of homosexual propaganda and mandated stiff fines and jail time for those who violated it. Slacktivism has increased in this movement. Slacktivism is an action performed via the internet in support of political or social cause but regarded as requiring little time or involvement. For example, people tend to see a petition online regarding the movement and sign, but no further action is taken in the progression of the movement. Lastly, there have been accounts that terrorist groups are using online social media campaigns to recruit young women from the UK. This just goes to show how social media can make our world so much more accessible for not only those supporting the movements, but those who want to oppose them.
Although social media has helped against gender and sexual inequality, we are still far from achieving peace. Each of us can take more actions, big or small, to help the fight against these injustices. One way you could help would be simply to go on any social media website and share any gender and sexual positive posters that you meant to find. Simply sharing a post will put a familiar face that your friends trust on the movement and break down any social barriers that people might have when trying to ally themselves with the movement. Another way you could use social media to help the movement is to hold conversations online with several people at once to exchange opinions and persuade them to join the movement. However, if you want to do something even bigger and more directly impactful, you could try and get a celebrity to use their social media accounts to endorse and show support for the movement. A celebrity endorsement will help strengthen the movement by giving people the support and courage they need to join the movement. No action you take is too small. Social media has connected the entire world and allowed for ideas to easily spread. Social media is essential in the movement towards gender and sexual equality.